Hey yo, we back again with another Warzone video, and this time it ain't gonna be gameplay, it's gonna be a loadout video because I've been seeing like a few people these days like looking for a new weapon to be using that isn't like the meta, because a lot of us don't enjoy using the meta. Like for me, I've never enjoyed using the drow. Like when I would get it, I enjoyed it a bit, but like I didn't feel comfortable using the drow. Same with the M13 and MP5. Like so, this video will be a build for some of you guys that like the less of well-known builds, and this build is for the armory Blantz there. This weapon, when I tell you it is good, it is good from mid-range and decent-ish from long range. Like you can hit your shots and there's not as much recoil as you would like expect. Like I unlocked it from the battle pass and you unlock it quite early on. I think it's wait, let me find it. Yeah, level 21, and trust me, it is a good gun. Like you want to be using this. Like for the gunsmith, what I'm using currently, the muzzle I'm using is lightweight suppressor, but like I'm gonna unlock the monolithic suppressor once I hit level 50, and I'm gonna switch that one out. For this, I'm currently running the Forge Tac 20, and I'm not using a laser because like I don't really see the point in using a laser, to be honest. Like, I've been seeing a lot of people like using lasers for like the fast firing weapons, like the let me find them real quick, like the M13, the M4A1, the Kilo and CL56 Max, and even the Ram and Drow. I see people using the lasers and stuff. The lasers, like the final one over here, but I personally don't really like using it. So like I try and stay away from it and use like other attachments that I find useful. For this, I originally had the canted hybrid that comes with it. Like it's decent enough, the canted hybrid. Like it does the job. Like it depends on more what you're comfortable with, but I switched out to the VOK optics. Like it's between this side optic and let me find it, this one. So the first one you get, or the 3x zoom, because I'm not sure why. I think it's the reason is when you're zoomed in, scoped in, you have a larger what's it called, a larger area to shoot. Like you can see the body larger, so like compared to say like a normal sight with like normal zoom, the target would not be as big. So like this helps you hit like shots more consistently because you have a larger target to aim at, as well as more headshots as well. For the stock, I'm not using the stock, to be honest, because like I don't see the point in using the stock for this. And for on the barrel, you're gonna want to use a merc foregrip, because the commander foregrip, I think it was it got nerfed quite a bit, to be honest, on certain weapons. Like some weapons still require it, but most weapons everyone's switching to the merc foregrip or the other one. I'm not sure what it was called. Is it like the rebel foregrip? I'm not sure. It's like another foregrip. Ammunition, I got 25 round mads, and I'm not 100% sure which mads are over here. It might be a larger mad size over here, but like if it isn't, that's what I'm going for, the 25 round mads. And there's no rare drip. Oh wait, nope, let me change that real quick. I messed that up. You don't want any rare drip or anything, and I don't have any perks for that. Sleight of hand, I don't really see the point in using that for this. For an AR, you don't really want to be using sleight of hand, to be honest, because like this is more, you're not going to be in a situation with an AR where you're up close and you need to change your ammo fast. So like that's more for your SMGs and stuff like that. I'm going to be changing this 100% once I hit level 50 to monolithic. That's the only thing I'll pretty much change, and maybe the mads as well. And for my secondary, I got the Fennec. The Fennec, when I tell you this is a great gun, I mean it, because this gun has saved me a lot in certain situations. When I'm up close, I doubt there's many things that can beat this weapon, because like the overall fire rate is just too good on this weapon. Like it just melts, but it also means that you have to hit all your shots. Like you need to hit them badly, or else you're in a bit of trouble, to be honest. For this, I'm using the 16 Apex. I think I'm gonna change it to the one over here. I'm not 100% sure. I'm gonna, once I reach level 50, I'll decide which I want to use, but I think the second one is the correct one, not the one I'm using currently, but I haven't reached that level yet and I'm trying to grind out to get it. Laser, I feel I might change it out for when I get to level 44 to that, but I'm not 100% sure if that's really the best thing, to be honest. For underbarrel, use a Mert foregrip, not the operator or the commando, because that's not really worth it for SMG. You want to be using a Mert foregrip. Ammunition, you trust me when I say this, you need the 40 round drop mads. It's gonna help you so much, because when I say this bullet goes through ammo, it burns through it. I'm pretty sure you only have, what is it, like 25 bullets when you first have the weapon. So like once you get 40 rounds, you can feel the difference. Because imagine you only got 25 rounds, you're gonna miss some of your shots if you're not the best of like shooters when it comes to close range, and then that's gonna mess you up, especially with the reload time on this weapon. For rare grip, yeah, I got stipulated grip tape, and you're gonna need it just for like sprint to fire speed. Yeah, need that aim down sight speed when they're like quite close, but not like where you're spraying and praying. You're gonna need fast aim down sight speed. For perks, you need this perk really badly. Like when I tell you this is slow, it is slow. Like if you do not have this and you're missing your shots, you are finished. There's no way you're winning. You're just finished. Like you're just finished. That's all I can say, to be honest. Like you need this because the reload on this is quite slow, and you're gonna melt through your bullets. You're melting through it really fast, and if you're not hitting your shots, you're just gonna be in big trouble. And then another person will be able to reload a lot faster than you, and then just melt you with their SMG or switch their weapons. Yeah, and that's my build for the Fennec. But yeah, like I said before, I'm gonna probably change this to the 50 level, and that's my build for the blunt stare and the Fennec, to be honest. I would highly recommend the blunt stare, because trust me, a lot of people don't use this weapon and don't know how good it is. Like I've used the Star a lot in, like, say other games, not really Call of Duty games, more like Uncharted. I know it has nothing to do with Warzone, but I've had the feel of like what it's like using the Straw, and then Fortnite as well. The Straw is basically the go-to weapon, and like you know about there's barely any recoil, to be honest. Like there's a tiny bit, but it's manageable recoil. It's not like other weapons where like you can barely manage. For some other loadouts that you can use, Lonely Lagoon, that's my sniper that I'm using right now. Lightweight suppressor, but I'm changing it to the monolithic suppressor once I get to level 15, and as you can tell I'm level 13 because I do not use snipers in this game. Like I'm not really a good sniper, so I don't really see the point in me using it. I'm using the Sindrad Arms Pro and Sindrad Arms Marksman for my stock and barrel. You do not want to use an optic on this. I can't stress it enough. Like there's no point wasting this slot on a like VOK or Scout or variable stock zoom, because like the standard stock and the standard optic, that once you remove this one, is way better than the variable stroke zoom stroke. You're gonna hit a lot more shots with that one, and plus that one says glint visible to enemy, so you don't give away your position. So like it's not really worth it, to be honest. You already got the 9 round mag, so that's decent, and you need the rubberized grip tape. I think I might be changing it out for one of the later ones. I'm not 100% sure, but like if you want me to do an updated video, then comment down below if you want that, because I'll happily do that for you lot. and like, yeah, you know, the pistol just for my ghost loadout. And then there's this one, the foul. When I first used this gun, I did not enjoy it, but ever since the buff, I've been using this a lot more, and it is good. This is my current loadout. I'm waiting for the monolithic suppressor, but I think that's level 65. But I'm gonna change this out to the lightweight suppressor most likely. And barrel, I'm probably gonna switch it out once I get further along, or maybe. I'm not 100% sure. I think this is the correct barrel that I'm using. This I'm gonna switch for when I get the last laser unlocked. This is the pretty good optic to be using. Like, I would highly recommend this optic for the starter, for the foul. Like, it's really good, to be honest. You don't want to be using any stock, no perks, no rare grip, and for foregrip, use a merc foregrip, not the commander foregrip, because that I'm not 100% sure what is the main reason, but it just takes away from like the accuracy and stuff, and like apparently something's happened where it's like not as good to be using. And with this, I'm using the MP7 because like I just wanted to try this out, to be honest, as like another option if I'm not feeling the Fennec, because there's some games where I'm like I'm not really feeling it, so I thought may as well try it out. For this, I'm using the lightweight suppressor, but I'm changing it out once I get to level 50 for the monolithic suppressor. And this is the barrel I'm using, the FFS Recon, which I would recommend over the SWAT and the Strike, because this one gives you the full recoil control, which basically makes the recoil next to nothing, to be honest. Like, when I'm using this, there's barely any recoil. Like, I'm very accurate with this. For this laser, I'm gonna switch it to the last one. No optics, because like there's no point in using optics for this. For this, no stock, no perks, not even sleight of hand, no rare grip, ammunition, 30 round mads if you have it, but right now I'm stuck on 50 round mads, so like one more level and I have 60 round mads, so I'm gonna switch it out to 60, and trust me, it will help you a lot. And for underbarrel, I recommend Mert foregrip, because again, commander foregrips on SMG just ain't the one, to be honest. You want to be using the Mert foregrip. For the key, this is a weird thing. Like, I see a lot of people going on about the Kilo and saying how it's a great gun, best gun in the game. For me, currently using the attachments that I have, which is very limited, I just don't feel like using this gun at all. Like, I've been using the CR56 Max and I prefer it way more than the Kilo 141. Like, I'm not sure, I've always been like an AK fan, and this CR56 Max is basically everything the AK should have been, and like a lot better than the AK pretty much. So I've got that as a build, but I'm probably right now I'm grinding out the foul and trying to get it as a maxed out build, to be honest. And next I'm probably gonna go with the Kilo, so I can like get a good build with it and then see how it plays. Because like, I'm not gonna judge a weapon based on the loadouts, I mean attachments I have. Yeah, attachments is the right word, sorry about that. But like, if you want to know what I've got on the Kilo, this is it right now. Like, this is a recommended site. Corpse Combat Hollow site is like pretty much the only thing I'm gonna keep on this. I'm changing the ammo when I get a better ammo thing. Like, when I get a larger round, I'm gonna change it. Changing this to monolithic suppressor when I get the chance, but this is the only thing that's staying, to be honest. For this CR56 Max, all I've got is I'm gonna change it to this, to be honest. Like, it's a lot better than the GI Mini Reflex. And yeah, this is like, I haven't unlocked anything yet, but I'm probably gonna be making this build as in third after I'm finished with the foul and Kilo, as just a fun build to be using, because like I kind of switch my builds around a lot. Like, I don't stay consistent with one build, because I kind of get off it and I feel like, oh, I need to change, but then after the change I go back to it and just keep switching around like that. And this weapon, like, I'm gonna eventually maybe switch out the AX50 build for the TRA 98K. So I've been seeing a build that I saw on YouTube. I'm not sure which YouTuber it was. Wait 1 second, let me get it up. I watched this video today and they recommended this build, and I'm gonna tell you guys right now, it's Benny Central. Check out Benny Central for this the build on the TRA 98K. If you want, I can make that as well. Like once I've got the build, when I got this fully upgraded, I'll be able to make the build. And this, yeah, I don't even use Dragunov. I don't even use loadout 10 or 9 to be honest. And yeah, that's the loadouts I've been using, as well as the attachments. And I'm gonna be needing your guys' help, because from now on I'm gonna be trying to make videos using weapons that you guys recommend, or like just using random weapons. So if you wanted me to use that, say Olden only, like only using the Olden, like no other weapons and stuff, drop it down below. If you want me to use the Jaroba or the FR 5.56 as only using that weapon, so no other secondaries or anything, I'll have a pistol as a secondary. So then like I'll be using that for like a couple games and putting down my highlights of the games and making just a highlight video of this run. So like I'm gonna need your help. Say you want me to use like the old P90, the Uzi only, Bison only. Like I don't have these up to be honest, so like can't really use that. Say if you want me to use shotgun only, then drop a shotgun. Like as you can see, these are the ones that I have. So like if you want me to use a VLK Road, I'm gonna try and find it and pick it up and then use it. LMGs, I'm gonna be real with you, a lot of people have been going on about the LMGs and how good it is. Me, I do not like the LMGs. I hate them. So if you want to see me use something I hate, just give me an LMG. Any one of these, I'll do it. Like drop down in the comments down below what you want me to be using. Like say you want me to use a Dust or whatever. If you want me to use a M91, the SA87. If you want me to use like try and use a marksman rifle as well, but I'm gonna use pistol as a secondary. So like marksman rifle only or sniper rifle only videos. I'm not gonna be doing any melee only videos though. So like I'm gonna need you guys to give me a proper weapon, because like I am not good enough to be using melee only, bruv. Like I'm just about good enough to get like 7-8 kills a game, maybe like 8 if I'm lucky. So like I won't be using melee only. So like say if you want me to use like a pistol only, like I've got the Serrates unlocked, or if you want me to like do double pistols, double hand-ons. Wait, can you do that? Oh wait, no, you can't do that. Wait, can you do that? Overkill, carry 2. I swear there used to be a perk where you could use 2 secondaries. Okay, I'll probably just have like a random weapon, like say Dragunov and then like Serrates. If you want me to use that as a build for like a video, then drop it down below. Like give me some of your builds with like attachments and stuff if you want to be specific or anything, then I'll do that for a video. And anyway, thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more content coming real soon, and make sure to drop down below some of the weapons you want me to use, like random weapons, and I'm gonna use that for you guys. Make a video, get some decent footage with it if I can, or maybe some just compilations of me just messing up if you want that as well, and I'm gonna do that for you. So thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, comment down below, and hope you guys enjoy.